The Secrets of Silence. The story of a monk. In a small and secluded monastery, nestled deep within the green hills, lived a monk named Alexander. His life was dedicated to silence, prayer, and meditation. He had chosen to live far away from the noise and distractions of the world because he believed that only in absolute silence could one hear the voice of the heart and understand the secrets of the soul. Alexander had a very calm presence. He never spoke much, but his energy spoke volumes. When someone asked him about his philosophy, he would simply reply, "Silence is not just the absence of words, it is the presence of truth." One day, a young man named Demetrius visited the monastery. He had heard about Alexander's wisdom and wanted to learn the secrets that might help him find answers to the many questions that plagued his life. Demetrius, full of uncertainty and anxiety, approached the monk and said, "Father, I have so many questions about life. I always feel like something is missing, that I can't find the peace I seek. How can silence help me understand the truth and find peace in my heart?" Alexander, looking at him with a calm gaze, replied, "Silence is not something you understand with the mind, Demetrius. It is something you must experience with the heart. True peace does not come by constantly seeking external answers or trying to solve all the world's problems. It comes when you look deep inside yourself and understand that all wisdom already exists within you." Demetrius, though skeptical at first, decided to follow the monk's advice and dedicate some time to silence and meditation. The next morning, Alexander led him to a small room in the monastery, filled with peaceful images of nature. There, he told him to sit quietly and close his eyes, focusing on his breath and allowing the silence to surround him. "Let all the thoughts pass without judging them," said Alexander. "Just observe them and let them go." The first few hours were difficult for Demetrius. His thoughts raced endlessly, and he felt full of anxiety and doubt. However, as the hours passed, something began to change. The silence, which had at first seemed frightening and uncomfortable, began to bring him a sense of calm. He started to feel a connection to something greater than himself. When his meditation session ended, Demetrius felt an inner peace he had never experienced before. His problems had not vanished, but the way he approached them had changed. Silence had not given him answers, but it had offered him a deep understanding of himself and the nature of his thoughts. Demetrius, filled with gratitude, turned to Alexander and said, "I don't understand how this happened, but silence has made me see the world in a new way. It's not the answers I seek, but the peace that comes with accepting and observing life." Alexander smiled and replied, "Silence is the language of the soul. When you speak from silence, you understand the true meaning of things, and your heart finds peace." Moral of the story: silence is not just the absence of sound, it is the ability to hear our inner voice. Through silence, we can connect with the deep wisdom within us and find the peace we are searching for. Acceptance of our emotions and a connection to our true selves is the path to true spiritual and mental well-being.